NPC.
No.
No.
Yeah, like it would be a good idea.
Alright. Fuck, what's this thing called again? Welcome to NPC Mates
Jesus.
podcast, episode 56. Stop looking at me. You
Look at him.
judgy
more.
thing, you. I'm your host, Kane. To my left, Melissa.
It is I, the judgy one. In front of me, Martin with a haircut.
Oh, don't look
And
at me.
skin footnote.
Fucking terrifying people.
Actually, it brings a new meaning to footnote.
Right? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's just a footnote. Don't worry
We'll
about it.
explain in due time. Aaron?
Yes, that is me.
Okay. Did I say what episode this was? 56,
Yeah,
I
you
think.
did.
Okay.
You said 56. I don't know if it's true.
It's
It
movie
is. I
52.
quickly looked just to make sure.
Was it the Grudge that we watched where we had problems and you had to go through customer service?
Yes.
Tell everyone about that, Kane.
Alright, we're going to skip everything? Okay, we'll go straight to customer service.
Yep.
So I tried to watch it. I rented it on Prime Video.
We paid for it.
There's your problem. Prime
And-
Video.
Well, they've been good so far, except for that for some reason. So the subtitles were delayed by 3 seconds.
Oh, that's right. And
So
there's
then I
more.
decided to contact them and do the little pop-up message thing where you can talk to them right then and there, and they try and figure it out.
Mhm.
And they went through everything I'd already done. The whole, have you tried
Did you
fucking
turn it
turning
on and off?
like
Did you open the plug and blow in there?
I was like, fuck you. I was just, when she's like, I have to run you through it. I was already doing things
Yeah,
before
yeah.
she'd done it just multiple times. I'm like, ugh, yeah, I did that. I just said yes to everything she said. And then every time she messed with something, if she was doing anything on the other side, it increased by a second. So the first time she's like, how'd that go? I'm like, it's literally 4 seconds out. And then she's just like, all right, I'll try doing this, restart. And I'm like, okay, do that all again. I actually get the refund, re-rent it to see if that fixes the problem. It is now 5 seconds out of sync. It's at the point now where it's like, that's too far. I missed the 3 seconds.
Scenes are no longer happening when the audio is playing for them. And it's, I suppose it wouldn't just be the spoken words, it would be the sound effects
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, that's too much.
It would be like creepy groaning sound, but at the moment she's still walking on the street somewhere and it's like, oh.
No, wait, no, the sound was in. It was just the subtitles were out.
No, but the subtitles were saying that there were sounds.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
when the
Yeah.
subtitles
Yeah.
would say that, yeah. But that's what was so, I'm like, maybe we should just watch this, just Japanese, just watch it the way it's supposed to be watched.
The way it was designed.
And just figure it out from there. So we got 40 minutes into it while doing this, trying to fix it, and then quit, and then found it on YouTube
Oh,
for free. So
nice.
Thank you, YouTube. If you'd like to see Bad Boy Bubby for free, just search.
just search
It'd
Bad
be
Boy
funny.
Bubby review,
Like,
which is now at 20,000 views.
I don't understand. For the subtitles to continually get further out of sync, that would mean the subtitle track was longer than the movie.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And they start synced up, but the subtitles finish 8
Well,
minutes
they
later or
didn't-
something.
They didn't start synced up, so they're
Oh,
already
well.
out of sync.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, sounded like a lot of fun anyway.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I wouldn't take away the experience. I enjoyed it.
I still recommend renting from them, just not
Not dubbed.
The
Not
Grudge.
subbed
I
movies.
recommend looking on YouTube first. That's where I found Guyver. Even though I had it on DVD, I just couldn't be bothered walking down to the...
You
For some
crazy
reason,
shit.
For some reason, I just don't want to watch movies on YouTube because I've had nothing but problems.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, no, but it's still a problem.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like watching a fucking LimeWire movie.
It's not exactly like that. There's less processors.
Yeah, and also you know what you're gonna get pretty quickly.
All right, so Aaron picked The Grudge. Do you want to tell us about it?
It feels like you've got a grudge against me for picking it.
We
We've
do
all got a
now.
grudge.
Probably let
Thank you for
people
picking
know
it.
this is complete spoilers if they don't know by now.
Yeah, if you haven't watched The Grudge, Fuck yeah.
The Japanese
from
version.
1980 something or whenever.
No.
It's not that old.
Come on, let's get some facts up here, man. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, she fucking skipped ahead of everything and
Oh,
threw my
it's
rhythm
true.
off.
Oh.
Let's
What
go
did I
back.
do?
What's everyone been doing?
All right.
That's what I was saying.
It has been a while since the last podcast. We
I
probably
know.
have
We
something.
We had Christmas and New Year's and
Was that what happened, was it?
Yeah, not really much that happened, eh?
yeah.
It was kind of boring.
Cool.
No one's got anything.
All right. No. All right. So I have played a game.
Really?
Yeah, I tried Cyberpunk once. I like it.
After wanting it for so long,
I forgot that I have it.
plays it for an hour and never touches it again.
I forgot. I like it, I think. I can never get a match in Fall Guys, so Mediatonic or whatever your name is, fuck you a little bit.
Get your shit together.
I feel like most of the time that we've spent apart has just been me watching Kane play Assassin's Creed and remembering the good old days when he used to talk to me. My God.
Yes?
Sorry, Kane just wanted to put the microphone into my throat, so everything fell off the table.
We
Worth it.
loved it.
Poor Beerus.
Continue.
One arm push it.
He doesn't do
Oh,
it.
no.
That was the first thing I tried.
I don't know. Oh, actually, had a good time. So anyone that's in a relationship with someone that doesn't like the same TV shows and movies as you, you've got to take your opportunities to watch things that you don't get to watch. You know, so I finally got to start a weird little Australian TV show about a pregnant teenager. And I was like, yeah, I'll chuck on an episode of that. That'll be fun. I binged the whole thing in like a day and a half. It was a problem.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I
It is a
found
problem.
that I could watch some Veronica Mars. I started Teen Wolf. I'm really liking Stan over Netflix at the moment.
Yeah, they got a lot of things.
They got a lot of things. It's almost like, I don't know. I think Netflix has gotten a little bit too pushy with agendas lately. So their shows are good. They're really high quality and
Yeah.
stuff, but they're just a bit in your face.
And a lot
you notice
less.
it a lot.
A lot less of other companies' product.
Yeah.
A lot more of their own, which is where they were going, and they've
Yeah.
said that all along.
And they make good shit, generally. But
So yeah, like I'm not going to complain about Netflix. I actually like that.
yeah.
You've got Stan or Binge and whatever and Netflix is there with its own shit. So yeah, no, definitely.
For anyone who's been curious about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it was over 100 hours before my husband came back to me.
Mhm.
Do you know what it's like to just watch him play Vikings for weeks?
It wasn't weeks.
So many years of just Vikings.
When did I start?
I don't know.
I feel like I may have smashed that out faster than I thought I did.
No, well, you started it after your birthday.
Yeah, it was 6 weeks ago, Kane.
Yeah.
After my birthday.
You got it for your birthday.
It's a while ago.
Oh,
No.
okay, so it was like an average of 3 hours a day.
Okay, honey. It was an average of 14 hours a day.
Yeah, it's
Someone
an
doesn't know math.
it's an average of 3 hours a day, but you stopped playing it 4 weeks ago, and you're still counting up till now. So dilute that time a bit.
Like, I played it. It's an open world. I wanted to get all the collecty things and be powerful. And then you realize that collecting stuff is not making you much more powerful when it's just busy padding.
Busy work.
And padding in any game that's already over like 40 hours is just dumb. No game needs that much padding.
I don't know.
What game needs it? What padding do you want?
Repetitive games, something like Call of Duty, that extra padding, because you're going to be playing anyway, and it's going to be repetitive anyway, but that's why you're still playing it.
Multiplayer is different. They're designed.
But that's what I'm saying.
But wait,
Like,
multiplayer doesn't have padding. That's just
does
the
have
game.
padding. Now you've got like so many things to level up on every single gun. It's insane. Like ridiculous
That's
amounts.
padding.
Yeah,
I would consider that. I don't consider that padding.
that's padding.
Martin, you're an expert.
There's like 18 scopes on each gun.
Yeah, but
Destiny's,
Submachine guns with 18 scopes.
But how is that?
Destiny has a lot of padding. To me.
Yeah, no, but he's saying what instances is padding good.
Destiny.
Well, no, I was thinking the padding is something that you have to get through to get to the end. But
What?
like
No, that padding you were talking about on Assassin's Creed,
That
you were already at the end. This is padding after the fact.
No, that's not. No, like when a game forces you to like grind and.
Oh,
do
grind
things
is
and
different
stuff.
from padding. Like padding is like literally just
No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like
artificially
filler
inflating a
missions and stuff.
game,
Yeah.
but it doesn't stop you from just finishing the game. Grind,
It's Ragnarok.
unnecessary grind, that's fucked. Like when
Ragnarok.
you've got to grind to finish the story, that's not right.
No,
Like-
because I guess I'd consider in Final Fantasy VII the padding of like slowing you down in areas when it's like you don't need to walk here. You can run. Like you don't need to walk. Like that kind of shit.
Final Fantasy
I-
VII, the original, had so
Story-
much padding.
Oh no, that's what I meant. But I'm just saying that like, but that's
That's good
story
padding.
wise.
Playthrough padding is poor form. You shouldn't have that. Like
Depends on
if
the
your
game.
story is only a quality 5 hours, fucking embrace that shit. Make it a 5-hour game and throw the padding as optional. Don't make it mandatory padding.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah.
cool. Like, fuck, man.
Wasn't the main story 100 hours?
No, so the main story is about an average of 50 hours,
It's not that many.
which, when I think about it, really didn't have much padding.
Oh no, it was like 100 and something to finish, wasn't it?
Complete.
Yeah.
Ah, so I was
Except the
going. I was
glitches.
going for the platinum. Like I
Oh,
thought, why not?
You love padding.
No, I don't. I'm just doing it for the platinum. Like,
Trophies are like the definition of padding.
but a good trophy list is just like nothing stupid. Like, not kill someone with kill 300 people with this gun. That's dumb.
You mean Dark Souls padding? Trophy padding? Where it's like, get every spell and every miracle,
No,
and
see,
you only get one of each
completing a
fucking
game-
soul in each run
I
through.
think a trophy list, completing a game makes sense for a trophy
Yeah,
list.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Don't make
But I was
people
thinking of
have
stuff-
to play through
But when you
multiple
say
rounds.
completing a game, do you mean like getting everything or just completing the story?
No, getting everything. Completion, not beating. Like, that's what a trophy list should be. But I was thinking, like, in
It's
Assassin's
rewarding
Creed,
padding to get trophies,
it was
though.
kill 4 people while on fire. I'm like, that's dumb. That was a dumb trophy.
But it's quick.
But that sounds
it's
like
not.
fun.
Not if you wanted to figure it out on your own.
Wait, 4 people,
So, all right, it was kill.
like, before you die of being on fire?
You can live on fire pretty easily.
Okay.
It was kill 3 people that are harder level than you without breaking their shields while on fire.
What's wrong with that?
That's a dumb trophy. That makes no sense. You're not gaining anything from the game other than
Knowing how
Do
to
you-
survive on fire.
that doesn't.
I think there's something to be said about fun, like, fun padding. Isn't so bad, because that's not stopping
you
you.
think of
You
one
don't
that's
have to
fun?
do that.
If you want the platinum, you do.
Yeah, but that's...
Yeah, but you've already committed to the platinum. Just do the stupid thing. Just be happy that it's an easy trophy.
It was an easy trophy.
Well, it's hard. Like, what sucks is like hard, like bronze and silver trophies that shouldn't be fucking hard. Like, I don't know, kill 50 people in multiplayer mode, and you're like, this isn't a game I even want to play multiplayer. I don't even want to turn that
Multiplayer
on.
trophies should automatically be separate. They just shouldn't be a part of it.
Part of the platinum.
Unless it's play a multiplayer match, fine. Like,
Yeah, all right, yeah.
any trophy that gets you to play the game and experience all of the game, but when they write in ones like that, where it's like the Fall Guys one,
Oh my god.
anything random is dumb trophy as well.
Win multiple times in a row. Like, that is retarded.
It
that
should have
has
just
to
been
be one
win.
of the worst
It should have just been win
trophies.
5 times, not
Yeah,
win
I know.
5 in a row.
Because that in itself, a lot of people wouldn't have done. Like, let alone 5 times in a row. The fact that you did that is a testament to your insanity.
Like, I still don't believe I did it. I feel like the game miscounted wrong. But Assassin's Creed, it broke me because this game,
Oh, you didn't get the platinum?
this game has as many glitches as Cyberpunk,
Oh.
It's almost as bad.
except it doesn't break. That's the only
Ah,
difference.
it doesn't crash.
Yeah, like, though to be fair, in my 100 hours of played, it crashed on me twice. So
Even that's too much. I don't like games crashing, man. It shits me. Sometimes I'll just rage and never come back.
Sometimes it's not the game's fault, though.
well, it's not the game's fault; it's the people who made it.
But sometimes it's the hardware at fault, too.
Yeah, generally speaking, you see a hardware fault error code.
Yeah, but it's not always the game's fault. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
most of the time. Like, if it's not the game's fault, I'm not going to be pissed at the game. I might not come back to it. But
No.
I have no hard feelings towards the game.
With like autosaves and how fast everything loads up, a crash is like nothing to me now. It's like, oh, fucking hell, click back into it.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
So it's not like if it was, older games and they crashed and you're like, I have to fucking reload everything
So,
again.
having said that, both games that I've been playing, Demon's Souls and Call of Duty, as soon as you like put the thing in standby and turn it back on, you're disconnected from the server anyway. So it takes you into the game, then goes, you're disconnected from the server. So it takes you back out of the game, like to the main menu of the game, and then you've got to re-enter the game.
Demon's
It's
Souls?
still, yep.
I didn't have that.
Yeah, if you're not connected to the server,
It just
it takes you to press X, the animation, cinema.
Yeah, but you're still in your same
animation
spot.
thing. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you've still got to go into the game, get the error, go out of the game, go back into the game.
I actually don't think.
I'm telling you right now, if we simulate it and I pull the network cable out or some shit, it's going to happen.
So if you were like in the middle of a run and you put it in standby,
Mhm.
you go back into it, you get an error code.
That you're not connected to the server, and it kicks you to the
Isn't there a setting in the PlayStation?
main menu.
There should be a setting in your PlayStation that should keep you connected.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to like accept that you're standing still
Ah, yeah, no.
while connected to the server, and like black phantoms are trying to invade you but can't kill you for some reason. Like it disconnects you from the server.
I thought it would keep you not connected to the server, but it wouldn't disconnect the game completely.
It doesn't disconnect the game. The game's still going locally. You're just not connected to
I'm not explaining it properly.
their
Sorry.
server.
I just can't even picture the main screen on Demon's Souls anymore.
It's the main screen is like it starts up with that animation. You press X and hold X, and then it goes like press X to start. You press X to start.
Yeah, no,
Loads you in.
I can't even picture
It gives
that.
you load, continue, which is the same shit. Because you always just continue. Load, continue, new game.
Maybe I played the game in such long sessions.
It's super
I
quick,
only
though.
did it in like 6 times.
Yeah, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. Like it's still pretty quick. Like it takes you out, you press X.
Yeah, but I
to
just
get
can't
through
even
the
see it.
animation.
I can't picture
Straight
it.
back in.
It's so weird.
You're good.
I'm not even be able to picture the start menu of a game. The first thing you see when you go into it.
Usually it's just press X. That is the start menu.
Can you picture it? I'm gonna have to have a look.
I don't know, kind of.
You can?
Like I feel.
I
like
picture when I
can.
clicked it, that screen came up, where it's the Demon's Souls screen, and
Mm.
it kind of like zooms in a little bit as it's
Mhm.
doing it, and then it would just load in to my character.
No, I just remember you doing the same fights over and over and over and over and over and over. Trying to get your fucking stone shard or whatever.
What were you going for that you needed a certain? I didn't even remember that the second blacksmith
Mm.
was in that first level until I'd finished every other world.
Do you mean the?
I'm like, why am I getting all these stones? I can't remember when this comes into play.
The fire one when you go down the.
Yeah.
Yeah, him. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, like, in retrospect, when I activated the thing that's, like, the
Yeah.
cartwheel. I don't know what you want to call it. And what did I speak to? Who did I speak to that reminded me that he was there? Because I'd done that first stage, like 5-1 or 4-1 or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Then I basically just finished every other world completely and came back to this one because I hate those miners.
Ugh,
And I'm like, this world's boring. So I left that to the last, and I'm like, I do have a lot of fucking rocks on me. So I put them all in my storage, and I'm like, wait, why do I have the
So
rocks?
you hadn't upgraded. Or anything.
I didn't need to. I went for the first time pure magic. Pure.
You did
Oh
this.
my
Oh my god.
God.
I was royalty.
I never picked Royal, which fucked me over.
I went royalty and pure magic, and that was it. Like, I had a shield and I had a weapon because, like,
You had to.
I had equipment
You can only use so much
weight.
magic.
Leeway, so I used it. Yeah, and as soon as I got poison, I fucking killed King Doran or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And that fucked me up because I couldn't get white pure white tendency.
Oh.
I didn't realize. I'm like, why am I not pure white tendency already? And I'm like, I looked up the thing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, killed King Doran as bad. I'm like, I poisoned him. I ran away, but he just died. Like, I did the thing where, like, you kill him and he dies halfway, and he's like,
And
you
then-
can have my sword.
Yeah, that's all you need to do.
Ran away, he still died. So,
But your poison stayed?
poison stays. Like,
My poison would only ever kill him.
oh, it only kills a certain amount of HP.
Yeah.
But if, like, I poisoned him again, and then he's like, it's all good. He was still poisoned and was still dying.
I had to use it like 7 times on him.
I don't think you use it 7 times.
Yeah, because the poison would just stop. So then I had to use it again.
I don't know why he died. Oh, it might have been plague. Did I use plague or poison?
Yeah, I never used plague. I never used poison on people.
I can't remember which one it was.
Did
Either
you
way,
get the fire spell?
I got lots of spells.
The one that
pillars?
kills- yeah.
I got that near the end.
Okay.
I used it on the very last, the king.
The goopy one? Or
Yeah, the goopy one.
Okay. You can kill him with your wand.
Yeah, probably.
He's weak as fuck.
I'm like, he really didn't put up much of a fight.
I love the idea of that you go in there expecting this, like you see the beast, and then you go inside of it, and it's like, oh man, this guy's already dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't much
It was
fight
more just
there.
intimidating than anything else.
But I was angry because I accepted a miracle that let me have second chance.
Yeah, second chance is great.
And then I realized that certain souls you only get one use out of them, and like they could be wanted in both NPCs
Mm.
at the same time. And then I worked out that there's fucking weapons that use the same soul too. Then just for fun, when I worked out the blacksmith, I went on a rampage killing primevals.
Yep.
And upgraded that staff that lets you regenerate mana. I have so much mana regeneration right now.
Is that from the prisoner?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one thing
I
I
did
kept,
that to plus
I kept
5.
fucking up getting. So I think I got it right at the end when I'd already done everything else. I stuck with the.
I'm not even proficient in wielding it. Like, I basically got the minimum stats. I'm a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But like, as far as the game was concerned, everything was easy at that point. So yeah, good fun though.
Did you find it annoying? Yeah, the NPC boss. The one who
NPC
summons
boss?
players every time.
What? Sorry?
What's his name? Fucking, he's like the yellow turban. He's the monk.
Where do you get that hat? Everyone seems to have that hat.
You have to be summoned as one of the players to fight someone fighting him.
How do you wait? Oh, you can put. There's
You
the.
put down the
I
thing.
don't have the red summon to invade.
You should have them.
I don't think I have that.
They're like given to you at the start.
I have the blue summon to help, and I have the banish, and I have the invade, but I don't have the one that lets you summon someone to invade.
No, so if you do it in the tower, like right
No,
next to
no,
it,
the one that lets someone summon you to invade them. That's a different color.
I don't know. I just know you do the co-op one, except it's not actually help someone. You become their enemy.
You can invade. That's
Yeah, no,
easy.
but I mean to do that thing.
Yeah, but no, like, I've got the thing to invade someone. I've got the thing to help someone. I don't, whatever it is, there's another colored stone that you can put down, and it lets someone summon you to invade them.
I think
Willingly.
It's basically co-op,
It's not
invade,
co-op.
or challenge.
Co-op, invade, or challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, challenge.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
You should have that one.
Oh.
Unless that one's hidden.
I don't know what gives you that one. In fact, there's a chance you wouldn't even get the co-op one if you didn't do something. I did it. Like, I'm pretty sure most people would do it. But there's something at the very beginning of the game. If you don't do it, you don't get it.
Really?
Oh,
Is it just
the
talking to
very
someone?
first NPC Black Phantom, the red Phantom NPCs.
Yeah.
If you don't kill them, you don't get it.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The first one you killed gives it to you. If you don't ever kill one, you never get it. You literally have to run past them.
Oh, I wonder if that's why they're everywhere.
I didn't realize that the guy I killed for the turban guy was a player, like an actual player.
Did he use daggers?
No, he just kept chasing me and tried to kill me and smack me.
What did yeah, but so he didn't have daggers as his weapon?
No.
Okay, then he was probably a player. If you disconnect, there's like this other one that comes in, which is just a normal NPC.
No, I didn't have daggers. He was trying to whack me with a big mace.
Ah.
He just kept chasing me, and I just kept walking backwards. Soul arrow, soul whatever it is. And he died.
I feel so country. You saw the one I did, hey?
Yeah.
So
when
you're
hid.
waiting in the room until like they've got to go up the staircase.
Yeah.
And I just sat next to the door. As soon as he walked in, I just did the fucking flame pillar spell. And
Oh, you
killed him
already
in
had
one
that?
shot. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Killed him in one shot, and all I could think of was, oh, that guy must be so upset.
That's a fucking like lucky draw though, because if none of the pillars hit them,
Oh, I know.
they just
but
whack you.
That's why you always aim it towards the wall, because they usually don't appear behind you. They all go forwards, and then they kind of bounce off.
Yeah.
So yeah,
was
so
good
many
fun.
times I've missed people using that fucking thing.
Demon Souls was fun. I enjoyed that. I might go back and try to get the platinum. We'll see. But
It's at least 3 playthroughs for the platinum.
for me, definitely,
I mean, just to get everything.
because I fucking fucked up buying different things from different people with different souls, and I have no idea. Like I didn't follow a guide of any kind.
You don't really
so-
fuck up. You have to just go back through to get them again.
I
'Cause
fucked
they
up
will
with
stay
the red
disappeared.
dragon. No, the blue dragon. I ran past him because for the first time I summoned
Ah.
someone to help me. Because I'm like, I'll give this a go. Someone to help me. He just ran past the dragon, so I ran past the dragon. The dragon then was just gone from that area, so I went back to that start area where the the blue dragon is. He was there. I poisoned him to halfway. He flew off. He's gone forever now.
Really?
Never again to be
You
seen.
sure he wasn't just perched up at the other place? with
Never
the
to
two
be
fat
seen.
men?
I went there. Never to be seen again. And on top of it, that night, the one that helps you fight him, apparently, he's gone too. Never to be heard of again. So, yeah,
Oh.
that's one soul that I didn't get in that playthrough. So if you need that for anything, I now
I
need to
don't
do
think you
another
need
playthrough
those.
for
I don't
his
think
soul.
you need those. I think there's something different.
Just wait till Aaron needs the rings.
I already told him,
It's
What?
so he should be able to get it straight away.
What's that?
You gotta have a white tendency, and then you go to the monk kid upstairs. The
Oh, soul tendency.
yeah.
I don't even know how that changes. I never even looked into it.
Oh, I love.
I know if you kill NPCs, it will go black, but how do you go white?
You go white by killing
Soul tendency, though.
your personal
Yeah.
self. You go white by doing only killing black phantoms, which only appear when the world is in dark tendency. You ever made yourself dark, have you?
I made all the worlds dark
But
so I
not
could get the
yourself?
primeval. No, I haven't made myself dark.
Okay. Well, make sure you get that ring before you go dark, because
How will I though?
you go dark from dying in the worlds.
Yeah, no. The world goes dark.
Oh, sorry, no. You go dark by killing NPCs. That would do the world.
I've never killed an
and
NPC.
you.
Except for old King Doran, that probably affected my
think-
soul tendency.
Yeah, I think your own player character is just killing NPCs, because I remember just slaughtering.
Then how do you
everyone
make
at
it
the
white?
end. By killing the black phantoms that only appear when the world is in pure dark tendency.
Oh, I didn't have any phantoms appear when I was in. I played all the worlds in dark.
You got to find them. They're already NPCs that were in that world. You go to their location.
Oh yeah, I killed them all.
Then you will get 5 points plus in white.
Oh, actually, there may be one world where I didn't find him. I fucked up on one world. Oh, the samurai, Makoto.
He's in the first section.
No, you
of-
know what I did? I fucking killed the primeval first and couldn't walk
Oh,
back.
If you kill, yeah, you.
So, and I ran out of ampheral. No, what's the word?
Infernal?
No.
You're talking about the stones
Yeah.
for healing yourself. Yeah.
I can't even remember the term.
There's only like 40 of those in a
Amphemeral-
playthrough.
Fuck, I don't remember what it's called. Eyes, whatever it is. Yeah, I fucked up. Ran out of those.
Yeah, same.
So, yeah, I probably could have farmed them somewhere if I looked it up how to and made the world dark again.
There's no farming.
But, alright, well, there you go.
As I said, there's like 40 in each playthrough.
Yeah. And I wasted quite a few because I didn't realize you've got to reload into the world for it to affect the area.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that as well, and I did it, and I was like, "Why is it not happening?" And then I read up, and it's like 7 times. Make sure to reload to see it change. I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, I thought you had to go to the Nexus. So when I tried to do the Makoto, I killed the Primeval because I didn't know where he was. And I'm just looking around. Then I found him, kill him, and I left Makoto because he was actually a bit of a challenge.
Oh, he fucked me up so many times.
And he runs at you straight away.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm not prepared. I'll come from the other side to get him. No, you can't get to the other side because you can't get back once you go to like 3-2 or whatever it is. And I killed the Primeval, try to run back. No, I can't get back. And so then I teleported. I'm like, oh no, that affected my soul tendency. I'm like, fuck this game. I'm killing the main boss and finishing this. I got my pole. That's it. I'm done. Finishing this game. And then the rest of my time's been a bit of Call of Duty. I think I put in about 10 hours for that.
How's the triggers on it?
Fucking awesome.
Okay, that's what I've had.
Yeah, like, it's insane. It doesn't even make any sense how they're using this black magic to make it do this. I feel like they're going to get weak and not do that anymore. Like, I can't explain it. Like, it literally resists quite a bit of power.
Yeah.
And
Just
then,
don't, if it's resisting, don't pull on it. That's all I think.
No, you have to. Because that's the way the gun works.
Oh, is it like...
It's like hard. It's not hair trigger. It would be like... then it
Okay.
releases.
Yeah.
And there are some that it's just a gradual hardness.
Yeah.
But like some of them are like a lot of resistance and then free plunge. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy how much it resists.
Yeah, they're going to break.
I feel like it's going to get weak.
It's got to.
I don't understand how it works.
Same thing they used in the.
It's like solenoids or something.
If it's the same way they use the Logitech G25 steering wheels.
The steering wheels, yeah.
After a while, it will
Weaken.
the gears will snap.
It's not gears.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it's gearing. It's in the trigger.
No. So the way the sensor, what do you call it? The feedback works on those triggers.
Yeah.
There's a gear inside that's slowing it down.
No way.
Yeah, I've seen the insides.
Yeah,
of it.
that's not going to last long at all if there's actual mechanical
Yeah, it's mechanically done.
gearing. I thought it was like a solenoid that was holding it in a set position.
Nah, it's gearing.
Oh, well, that's fucked. They're fucked. I ain't gonna do that for long, but it's fun now.
It's going to last.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, and that's pretty much my... Oh, I did other things outside of gaming. We did Mount Everest. No, it's not Mount Everest. Waterfall Gully
Mount
to something.
Lofty?
That's the one.
You did Mount Everest.
I kept saying that to Amy. I'm like, Mount Everest. She's like, stop saying it. It's not Mount Everest.
Is it lofty?
Yeah.
All of it?
Yeah, up and down.
Jesus, how long did that take?
I can't remember. I think it was like an hour and 20 or something up, hour and 30 up, and then an hour. It actually took longer. It didn't take longer to get down. It took me longer than I thought it would to get down. I think it was like an hour to get down or something.
It took us like 5 hours, I think.
5 hours? What
In
the
total.
fuck is on?
We
5 hours,
stopped-
including the time stopped
Yeah, we
stopped
up
at
at the
the time.
restaurant?
Yeah,
Oh, well,
we stopped up a bit and had a drink in that. And
yeah.
Yeah, if you're counting the time that you're like at a restaurant, that doesn't count.
No, that was like
The
half
walking
hour at
time.
most.
The walking. Oh, I feel.
I think we
yeah,
stopped
we're
a
up there
few
for half
times.
an
We
hour.
had to stop a bunch, man. The legs are killing.
We're up there for half an hour.
It went from
Um,
like no exercise to doing Mount Lofty.
Yeah, I
wouldn't
haven't
mind
done
doing-
anything for a while
I
either.
wouldn't mind doing that again, actually.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm in more shape than what I was, and I know not to eat freaking what I did.
My fucking glutes
Was it Macca's or
hurt
something you
from
had?
the downhill. Like the downhill fucking must have. I think that's what fucked my glutes. But I was like a cripple for a day.
Now downhill wouldn't do anything to your glutes.
Then it must have just been
It just
uphill and
up, yeah.
powering up.
Yeah.
But yeah, the downhill was harder than I expected. I thought it was just going to be, just coasting down. But no, it's just a constant wanting to fall forward and you're like constantly resisting. Fucked my knee up. I got to get a knee
I
brace.
was gonna
Yeah.
say, they've done some work to it, haven't they? Since
Have
we
they?
did it.
Yeah, oh my god. I got the AirPods Pro Amy got me for Christmas. One fell out into that grate to the old level. And I literally had to climb over the side. And it's like sheer drop. I'm like, I'm not leaving it. Amy's like, just leave it. We'll buy new ones. I'm like, it's $400 fucking bucks, babe. No, I'll risk my life for that $400. I climbed over the side
Oh my
and
god.
climbed under the walkway to get my AirPod,
Yeah,
whatever
so
it is.
they've upgraded it since those what was it? They had the fires or something that
Yeah.
destroyed a lot of
Really?
it.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
it might be a bit easier and a bit different.
I don't think it was easier.
I just remember we got to a part which I'm pretty sure
Yeah, it
was
was
like a
friggin'
45-degree
Yeah,
incline.
There's a section where you were,
And
it's
it
just
was
straight
like
up.
this. And I remember just like each step, like, oh my fucking god, kill me.
There's no side rails or anything though. when
Nah.
we did it.
Oh, there is only on some of the new bridge type areas. They're very short. It's a
Bridge
very
type
small portion of the track.
Was there bridges?
Like
I
not
don't remember.
bridges. It's like instead of fixing the old walkway, which was only like a meter wide, they've made it wider in that area.
Okay.
So people walking past each other aren't gonna fucking fall down.
Oh, that was always weird. The
Yeah.
people running down, and I'm like, oh man, someone could just trip and take me out. And
Yeah.
like, we're just both going down this mountain.
And I'm like, if you go down there, like you're done. No one's coming to get you. They're not gonna bother. It's probably gonna have to be a helicopter.
Wonder how many dead bodies are down there now.
Yeah, there's got to be some.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be some.
It's not.
No, the emus.
There's
have eaten
some
them.
There'd be bones of some sort down there. There'd have to be.
people bones.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm telling you,
There
people
is-
have fallen down there. No one knows about them.
I think they would check or
Nah,
something.
there's no checking. Do you know how fucking thick some of that brush, where it was like at least 30 meters down, but like 30 meters just like almost straight down is a pretty far away when there's just shrubs everywhere, and no where to grab onto. Like you slide, you're just sliding down. So unless you're going with a rope and like rappelling down, no one's seen down there in
Yeah,
person ever.
Someone will smell it at some point.
Depends on how far down you went.
Like we were walking past on the way back. It's like, ooh, are they blackberries or raspberries? Oh, when they're in season, I'm gonna eat the fuck out of them. Come back, and then like Amy's like, don't eat the fruit. I'm not eating it now. It's not ready. And then there's signs, do not eat the blackberries. They've been sprayed with herbicides.
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
could have died if they were in season right now. I'd be dead.
What about you, Martin?
What?
What have you been up to?
Not much. Printing.
Printing.
Helping.
I got Kane a
brother-in-law.
printer. He's been printing. Print things.
It took so long to get it working,
I told you.
only because it was plugged into one of my USB ports that doesn't work.
Ah, good
That's
work.
what the problem was.
Yeah,
Why do you have USB ports
I know
that don't work?
that don't work.
one of them just died. That's why I had to install the 4 adapter.
Mm.
You have no luck with computers.
I
do
know,
No.
it really doesn't. Like, just perpetual problems. Did that, doing what we talked about, work?
Oh yeah, I took it out. I just
So
copied
just
it over.
literally copying everything, did
you?
everything you
the
needed.
hard drive.
There was a couple
Changing
of,
the name, so
yeah.
everything now goes to the right
Oh,
area?
I haven't done that yet. I've just, whenever something happened, I just corrected the folder.
Ah, okay.
There was a couple of files that anytime it got to these, it would just slow down to 0,
Yeah.
so I couldn't read
it's
them
dead.
anymore.
Yeah.
But then once I've copied them over, took it out, it works fine now. So
Beautiful.
I'll just have to grab another something at some point.
Another something.
I don't know. Computers are the worst. I have no luck with them. But my theory is that other people they have better luck than me, but also problems. But because they're good with computers, they don't see it. And
They
just,
fix it before it becomes a problem.
Yeah, or
maybe.
there's just that.
Or it doesn't feel as big of as a problem because they already know what to do or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a lot easier when you know exactly what you're doing. When
Yeah.
you don't know what you're doing and something happens, it's like, oh my god! Like people are like, oh, my car runs fine, and then the other like someone who knows how to fix a car or service it, the other person's going to be like, I have no luck with cars; they always break down.
Yeah. So my battery died the other day. Fucking cars.
That's because you sit
And other
there.
people are like, battery died, let's put a new battery in. It's not a problem.
Your battery dies all the time because you just sit there with the radio on, the aircon blasting,
Yeah.
with the engine going.
Yeah. That's lunch. Every day.
That's why your
Do you know
battery
how
dies.
my aircon is great, man? I've never regassed it or anything, but it's fucking crisp as fuck.
You have to regas these things.
No, you're not meant to.
Eventually.
You're not supposed to.
Why?
Because if it's leaking, then
No,
there's
it's
a
not
problem.
leaking, but
But
over
that's the only-
time, like,
No, the only reason you should ever regas an aircon if it starts to leak. You could fix the leak
Yeah,
and
but-
regas it.
generally speaking, a leak can be so tiny that it takes like
Yeah.
15 years
Then it should. But then it's still
to
leaking.
get let. Yeah, I know.
So
So
there's
they
a
come
problem.
brand new that way sometimes.
So there's a problem. So if
You
there's-
wouldn't know.
exactly. But
It's like if
if
your
it's not,
bathtub
But if it's leaking,
and it
there's
takes
a problem.
15 years
It
to empty with
shouldn't
the
leak.
plug-in.
It shouldn't
You don't
leak.
know, but there's a problem.
But it shouldn't leak.
Oh, no
Actually-
shit. Nothing should leak.
How long would it take for a bathtub to completely empty
Just
from just
with
one?
evaporation.
Yeah, it would probably empty from evaporation before it leaked from this little tiny prickle.
Yeah, it would.
I was thinking like a drop a second. long would it
Actually,
take?
reasonably quick.
How many liters in a bathtub?
Depends on how big the
Yeah, it
bathtub.
depends on the bathtub.
Average bathtub.
I don't know.
There is no average Well,
There-
there's got to be an average.
There is an average.
Of course, there's an average of everything.
Melissa,
But
what do you think the average bathtub size is?
how many liters is the average bathtub, Melissa?
I would say
Using your informed knowledge of
30
bathtubs.
30 something.
30 liters.
I would
You're not saying 30 liters, are you?
30
would
liters
say
in
I
like a
want
fish
to. I want
tank.
to put money on this.
I reckon 200
Yeah, probably something like that.
because Tamara's fish tank was 70, and I reckon it's 2 and a bit fish tanks.
What a bit fish tanks. That's quite the form of measurement.
Shut up. All right.
That's what I'm-
Average
2 and a bit
bath
fish tanks.
size.
I love when you
liters.
use a reference for something and that becomes your form of measurement. It's just so dumb.
How many fish tanks is that? That pool's got to be like 50 fish tanks.
Like,
All right.
You're like a
How many
Professional.
fish tanks of water in an Olympic pool?
This says that the average bath is 132.5 liters,
That'd be like new ones, probably.
but that's not in Australia. So
what, for soaking your feet in? It's
yeah,
so
foot
small.
bath.
and this one
Rather
says
do it in the fish tank.
150.
So
I
I
think
was going-
ours in there is probably like a 200 one then.
I was going off by the depth.
Yeah.
What I was thinking.
I don't know how to do math, but
Do you
I'm
remember the
looking at
clean
it.
all bottles at Bowland?
Yeah.
They were 25. So 150 sounds probably right, because if you were to stand...
No, but I reckon you can get
1,
more
2,
into that
3,
one.
4,
I reckon that one's
6.
closer to 200 than it is to 150.
Yeah, but 200 full and you can't get in it.
I never said anything about getting it.
How much
So
is it?
in practically full. Yes, it's probably like 250 litres. Yeah.
Look, when you pour a fucking...
132.5 liters.
And then you can still get in it.
Like-
It wouldn't be full to the brim. That'd be the
No.
level that you fill it to.
Getting in it was not part of it. When you pour a 250 milliliter fucking glass of milk, you don't put your hand in it or anything else.
Okay.
You just drink it.
So this says in
No,
Australia.
but if you just a second, if you had a cup that was for a cup of milk, it would be bigger than a cup, because you don't fill the milk all the way to the rim.
I think that's just
and
wasted
then
space.
every time you fill a cup of milk, you like.
I used to do that. I literally used to do that every
What's
time.
the
I
thing
wanted some
called
milk.
when liquid is
I can't remember the
above?
term.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
before it breaks.
It's
and
got a tension.
yeah.
Yeah, surface tension holds it there.
So
This
Yeah,
is-
it's over.
Okay.
the
That's an extra
average-
5 litres.
The average Australian bath is about 50 gallons, which is 189 liters.
They use
That's-
the average Australian, and then they use gallons in the same sentence.
Yeah, I'm
Why?
not happy with it either.
Why?
Oh, according to this site, Australia, it's an Australian site. Yeah, it's 132 liters full on an average
Yeah, yeah.
that common houses now use.
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
now
and
for
90,
sure.
94 liters with a larger person inside of it.
Oh yeah,
So
'cause they
people
want you
are
to fill it
people are 40
halfway.
litres.
It's not, no, because it's not the liters you're going by.
It's
The
a
size.
dispersion.
Yeah. So the person, like, depending how big the person is.
Yeah, I know, but
So there's not. That
we're
doesn't
talking
go
about children there.
down- It's not.
40 litres of space.
Not liters
This
of
is
space though.
40
That's
liters.
physical space.
All
I'm
right.
talking about
So-
space. What
Something
litres
about
of
a
space?
movie.
Due on The Grudge came out in 2002.
Now this is weird. I
Hold
could have
on.
sworn that it was old.
6.7 on IMDb.
That is old. That's 18 years ago.
63 Rotten Tomatoes.
Adults have been
48 Metacritic.
people have been born and become adults
and
since that came
79
out.
Google. This had the most middle ratings.
It's also the third movie in the series.
Third movie in the series?
There's 2 other movies in the Japanese
Oh, I thought you meant it
series.
was like the third one to come out.
Yes.
Ju-on's the first.
No. It's the third one.
What's the first and second?
I can't remember what they're called.
Then you're talking bullshit.
No, it's Ju-on something. They got different names. This is the first one called Grudge.
This is
Oh,
Ju-on
holy
Grudge.
shit.
Let me see.
Katsumi and 4444444 came out in 98.
Yeah, there you go.
What is 44444?
I don't know.
Show
There's
me.
Ju-on the Curse, which was 2000, Ju-on the
Ah.
Curse 2, which was 2000.
Yeah,
What?
pump that bitch out, man. The scares.
It's like deleted scenes. They're like, we can make another movie out of this.
Well, you could. The Grudge was just fucking 8 movies,
Yeah,
like-
right?
short, put together.
Maybe it
And then
was
joined.
like the same idea or something, but I don't think it's a part of them.
No, it's the same series. It's number 3.
So if I go watch the others,
It's not the same story. It's like, it's not like Poltergeist 1 and 2.
I was like Final Fantasy 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, like,
It's in the same universe.
yeah.
So the house is still there, the same house.
I don't even think it's the same house.
Just
I think
as-
it's just another
Oh,
story. Like,
It's just a
Grudge.
Grudge story, basically, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Whereas
I would say so.
the Grudges 1, 2, and 3, which are out, are the same curse, the exact same one.
I think so.
Okay, that makes more sense.
But it's a series, and it was number 3 in the series.
trying to think of other things that did that now. It's weirding me out.
Now that I've rewatched this as an adult, the movie is so disjointed. It's
The time
like,
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just everything. It's just,
I couldn't get past the fact there was no English dub.
Look,
yeah, I
hate it.
literally didn't get past it. I didn't watch it.
I hate it. Look, I hate it as well. But basically, you're like -5 different country.
It's not even a movie.
It's not. It's a series put into one movie.
Should have watched the Sarah Michelle Gellar one. The,
Why?
Which one? That's the American one, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
We watched the second American one.
the scary movie version.
No, not that one.
What's
And it
the,
was actually quite good.
what's a remake? Is that a remake? The latest one, is that a remake or is that a continuation?
That's yeah, I guess a remake. It's got like
Because they go to Japan or something.
I
nothing
didn't
to
think
do.
it was a remake.
It's a remake in the sense that it's like
I thought it came from the same house. 2021?
you're thinking of the second one, the second American one. The one
Where's my Google
Didn't you think it went too
device?
far when it started following the ex-cop's daughter? Yeah, like, well, who else are we gonna be watching? Like, who else, man? Like, her deli owner, like the person down the street who owns the deli. You know, like, somehow
that
he's
because
connected into it.
she's in the house though, didn't she with their friends?
No, this is literally just the cop that was involved in it, left the force, but somehow decided to go help because he got pulled back into the case.
Yeah,
He died. Then his daughter,
yeah. She isn't the one where he
The
sees a vision in the house and he sees his daughter and that playing around.
these aren't visions.
Well, like a
This
different
is
time.
just it's not even different times. It's just in the future. Not
Yeah.
the future, like just after he died.
Yeah, but that's the point.
It's just continued on. There was a time skip, yes. But
But
this
I mean,
is
she
not
went
when they
into
were
the
going
house.
back in time anymore.
Yeah, but she went into the house.
No, this is just her house.
It says that it's a sequel to a 2004 movie, but it's also a reboot because it has new characters and a new story.
That doesn't make any sense
That's
at all.
fucking something.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever
That
heard.
is the least sense I've ever heard
It's
a
like-
sentence made.
It literally says the new film is a sequel, but it's also kind of a reboot. And I'm like,
Because it's like new characters, set,
So it's like God of War.
idea.
So,
like,
so the idea, by the sounds of what I was just reading,
it's
is
not a sequel.
it was supposed to be a sequel. They couldn't get they obviously didn't want or
Like,
couldn't get.
I
the
don't want to
original
do a sequel to
actors,
that.
Yeah.
So they did a reboot with the sequel story.
Well, anyway, that one's worse than literally all of them. So don't watch it.
I watched that. It wasn't too bad.
But yeah, like
It was hard.
it was pretty all over the place. It feels like it was like a whole bunch of mini
They're
episodes.
due on one.
Yeah,
There is
Yeah.
there is a miniseries out on Netflix.
like, that's what it feels like. And
It
they've
was
just chucked it together,
bad.
and there is like an overarching grudge and curse that all of these stories interact with.
Yeah.
And there is relationships between each of the people, but it is very much like you're watching individual stories.
Kind of
Um,
reminds me of that stupid chick flick that Rachel made me watch, the New Year's one.
Happy Death Day.
No, it's New Year's, I think it's called.
oh.
There's a bunch of people doing their own things during a New Year's part, like New
Oh,
Year's
wait.
story.
The Russian doll, is it?
No. This is
A movie.
a movie.
Is it on Prime? The Andy Samberg?
I like movies like that though. Generally speaking, like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. We've spoken about this
Yeah.
before. That there was a
There's a term for it. It's all a bunch
term.
of
I
different
can't remember what it was
individual
called.
stories with different people.
That
Yeah, I love
converge
those
in a
kinds
way.
of
Yeah, but
overlaps.
it didn't feel like that.
But this was slightly different. This isn't a converging of the stories.
Yeah.
This was a loose relationship between people and showing how the curse and grudge affects anyone that's anywhere related
Did it
to anything ever.
Did it mention anything about what the timeline was, or is it you just had to know who they were?
Well, you did see them all.
Yeah, no, but like, I always
Yeah,
say,
they're all Asian. I couldn't tell them apart.
Well, no, I was just wondering.
What do you
like,
say it? Yeah.
when I think of what did it recently? The Witcher did it. I hated it, even though I
When
knew,
it jumps around
when I knew
and
who
you don't
the
know the
characters are.
time.
That's what I was trying to say. Like with the Grudge, I don't think it's just the Asian thing. I think it's
There
I like
was
to
a little
see
bit of
a time.
confusion between the first half of the movie, the original girl that went missing, and the
That's
what is
I'm
it?
talking about.
You know the first girl that you meet,
yeah.
right? The one she's replacing.
Yep.
Yeah, it jumps back to the one she's replacing quite a bit, and they're very similar looking. It's a little confusing, but then when I realized what they were doing, it was easy to pinpoint what was going on.
I think it'd just be easier to put a date anytime they do a time jump. It just makes it so much easier to understand.
Yeah, but
I don't know,
it's
I've seen it.
yeah, I suppose.
But like, I wonder if they're going for like, wait a minute, is that person? Wait a minute, is that
No,
this person?
it's probably obvious
To a Chinese person or an Asian.
to a Japanese person.
They're all the same.
They probably like because we can't discern accents from two young Japanese women
No.
that easily, and voices sound quite similar. But I'm assuming to someone who's grown up listening to those accents and voices that they would be able to discern them.
How can you tell the different time between people, like different timelines when the house is exactly the same, and you don't see
Because
the
you know the
outside wall?
person, like you saw pictures of her,
I guess it's
you heard her voice, you saw the fight between, like remember you saw the cop that came in and killed the girl,
Hmm.
because he was like twisted from the curse, and you didn't even know who he was until you saw him come back into it when the cops were got this old police officer that was part of the case.
yeah.
Obviously, he never worked out what happened. He was freaked out by what he saw, so he left. But you didn't see that until after you'd already seen him kill the chick, and the boy was watching. You don't know though. And then they're fucking up in the roof.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
It was all over the place. But
That's what those noises are in your roof.
yeah, there's people up there right now. It was weird. It was strange, and disjointed. But I think they were going for like a complex story where you're like, oh my god, that happened. Like I can't believe that's how that happened. And then when the girls went missing, and one of them was a ghost the whole time, I'm pretty sure. But she'd already gone missing at some stage.
You know, that actually does make more sense to be like a series then, for it to be such a mystery like that.
Yeah.
So you get like drip fed
Yeah,
information.
And then you're seeing this other episode, and you're like, oh, that's why he was there, and shit like that. And like, yeah.
But I already struggle with those things anyway. Like I said, The Witcher fucking threw me through a loop for
Yeah.
half of it. So
The Witcher was supposed to, though, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, well, they got enough feedback where everyone was like, "Don't do that again."
Everyone fucking hated it, and they're like, "We are sorry, we will not."
I
do
enjoyed it.
again.
I didn't mind it.
I hated it.
I don't know. I feel like I enjoyed it, but now that you're saying that it was annoying, maybe I was annoyed.
Like the idea. I'm trying to think
retrospectively,
of,
I enjoyed it.
like
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a movie that did it right, but I can't even just off the top of my head think of any movies that even done that kind of stuff. Where they're
Oh, like
jumping-
the twist is that it's all like interlocked,
just
and then
jumping
you're
all
just
over
like,
the place
oh
at
my
different
God.
times, like done right. You know,
What do you
it's fucking
mean?
Great.
Like Fight Club?
That
Does
wasn't
that
done
jump?
all over time.
That's chronological, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like straight
Oh,
line.
there are,
Yeah, but then it jumps back and shows like when he was like
yeah, but that's
not himself
That's at the
Oh.
end, though.
and stuff like
I
that.
think like that's more like pasty flashbacky.
Yeah,
stuff.
but that's doing it right, I
Pasty
suppose.
flashbacky stuff. Everyone have a pasty.
Look, would you have been happy if each of the individual segments had
Not happened. Yeah.
a
definitely.
like even if it was a chapter.
I've always said that. Just put a time on it because I'd
Not
love
even
to
a
have
time.
known-
If it was just a distinction that what you'd just been watching has stopped, and now there's a new segment to pay attention, and it hasn't been one
No,
continuous
because I
segment.
can always like that. I feel like they made it pretty clear to see when it changed.
I don't know if you like. It doesn't sound like it was for you.
No, because I'm always pissed off of what time is it. I always want to know how long did this take? How long's it been going for? Do you know what I mean? By the looks of it, it's like they're showing all these families. It's like, wow, this happened over like.
I
Fucking...
think they want you to work it out.
Oh, well, then I guess that's it. If that's a part of it where I couldn't. So, but also the subtitles are 5 seconds out. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was chapters out. Like,
like, I was watching chapters that hadn't happened yet.
fuck it hell. Yeah, like it definitely had some. I don't know if you'd say pacing, because it was just. It didn't come back to things. Like it showed you what happened then, and then it's showing you what happened to these people later. So pacing's not the issue. I think it was just disjointed and awkward.
And then like
It almost could have been shown in any order, and it wouldn't have changed the eventual outcome of the show.
hence why you should watch the Netflix series, which I think was much better.
It was a Netflix series.
Yeah, was it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out. It's like only what 4 or 5 episodes or something like that.
I thought it was like.
I want to
8.
watch this. What's it called?
Juon.
Yeah.
No,
It is.
I searched it.
It's on.
Are you sure? Is it still on there?
Maybe it's gone.
Was it?
I
it
swear
couldn't
I
have been a
searched
limited series,
Juon.
could it?
And for the actual movie,
On Netflix.
and it didn't come up.
I typed.
You know how
in-
sometimes it says, "You mean Ju-on?" So you click on it, and it only gives you examples of movies that are
It
similar,
was called Ju-on Origins.
Origins. Yeah, yeah.
and it's not there.
It looks like it's
she-
not there anymore.
Wait, really?
Oh wow, it did so bad.
Oh,
They took it off. It's
Yeah.
actually owned by Netflix, but they still took it off.
Because it was showing how it all started, like back before anything. It
Mm.
was really interesting. As
But
if
we
they
saw
were
how it
in
all
there.
started.
It's
Oh
in,
no, we
uh,
didn't. We didn't
it's
see.
Well, yeah.
You didn't see
Found
why the initial.
Oh, it's on there.
Oh, so it's still there.
I looked.
Ah.
I did
Ju-
not. Yeah, I typed.
Stash.
That's
Ju-on.
weird.
If you got time, give it a watch. I think it's better than the movie. It's also got the weird jumping around, but I think it's easier to.
Yeah, it did it a bit
Understand.
smoother.
It's and it's
somehow.
also not like horror, obviously, because it's a show. They can't scare you for that long, but like it's subtle and it's definitely more fit on the story of it than anything else. So
I
it
think-
was interesting.
I think the idea behind the way, like, because you've got the creepy scenes where it's like the disjointed girls walking and stuff like that, and the kid and stuff,
Yeah.
the shower scene and stuff. But I think most of the scariness is supposed to be a creepy scary, not like a jump scare or
Oh,
a direct
definitely.
fright. It's the idea that, like, especially with those schoolgirls, that I'm pretty sure one of them was already dead, but they didn't realize, and they're talking to the teacher and stuff. They don't realize themselves that they're already dead. Like, it was weird. Like, I'm not sure if I just misunderstood that
I'm
section,
trying to think. I almost want to.
but I'm pretty sure she had already died, and it wasn't like, and she was like haunting them, but they didn't know that she was haunting them, kind of
I
thing.
thought basically the rules are like you can either be possessed or you're dead. Everything's in a weird time loop, but it's all to do with the house. I don't think you can be dead and still go out into the world, or like you can be marked.
It was I don't understand, because what was the relation with the 3 dead girls then?
When they just friends with the detective's daughter?
Yeah, but if you looked at the photo, there was like things
Oh wait.
haunting
Those
her.
two. Oh no, those two were just friends.
But
with her.
then you
There's the
looked,
3
and they were
different-
walking past the sign that showed them missing.
That's what I mean. I don't think
Yeah.
it was them, but I know what you mean now because I was like, "Is that them?" Or I thought that was.
Oh,
the
they
3.
actually dead and they don't know it.
That's one of those things where I think it may have been 3 other girls.
But
I
they just
think-
looked too similar.
I thought it
I
was
thought
them.
they were the friends of the detective's daughter. Like 3
Yeah,
different
sorry,
friends.
I thought they had already died though.
Yeah, isn't that the point that they?
But they were walking along not knowing they had already died.
No, see, that's why I thought those ones are different ones.
Oh, yeah, I'm really not sure now.
We'll have to watch an explanation video. Just like type into Google, what the fuck is the Grudge? And then go
What
from
is
there.
the Grudge?
What is Grudge?
Oh.
Like, hey, it was interesting, and I liked the way they did their scares because that was my first taste of the way.
Japanese
It
horror.
was
Subtle.
not even Japanese horror, but this style of Japanese horror. And it was creepy in the sense that like you can't get away from it. It will get you in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
daytime has always been a weird thing, and it's done to death
and
now,
away
but
from the site. Like
just-
anywhere you are, it can get you once.
yeah, I know what you mean. Like,
Yeah, it's fucked.
see, I think about those scenes, and they creep me out. Like, you didn't get creeped out at all, but because you said they just look stupid to you.
Yeah.
But like
Sorry.
the little boy under the fucking table while she's just having lunch, to me, it's like that's fucking creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
And then I think it's because I keep thinking of having that idea in my head. If you were in that situation, you'd be fucking shitting yourself all the time.
I don't know if it's because I just didn't see it at the right age, maybe. Like, I've seen so many good horror since that going back and watching that,
Oh,
I'm
it's-
just seeing the problems.
It's dated, definitely.
Yeah. But, like,
That's
I did...
because things have it's been used elsewhere, so
was-
you've already
Yeah.
been.
Yeah.
It was dated before it even came out.
No, it wasn't.
I saw
They were new.
it.
They were reasonably new horror
I ju-
ideas.
Oh, no,
The
I
story,
do.
Well,
the story
not
was
new-
good,
not
but
new
the
in
whole
Japan.
movie was just.
Oh yeah, like but the Japanese cinema budgets have never been high,
It's like, when it come
but
out,
they still can have
2002.
new ideas
Actually, I
or
never checked the
just
book of it, did I?
new implementations of ideas that they've previously used, and it's still fresh and new to us when we see it.
How's
Which
about
it was when you first watched Ju-on, like The Grudge and The Ring, they were new ideas to us, but I don't think it was new ideas to Japanese cinema.
So I'm wondering because they had like a crazy surge of horror then, and then that's when like it started actually coming over to
I
us
don't
to
think
see
it was a crazy surge. I think it's the quality finally got slightly high enough that people would watch it, or it was when Blu-rays were coming out. So
DVDs.
DVDs. So we were actually getting tastes of international movies.
Yeah, I guess could just be
that
it's
would have
that
only been
style,
on
yeah.
SBS and only weirdos like us watching.
Because even when you think about their old
Mm.
tales and stories,
Yeah,
it's always fucking weird.
It's creepy,
and it's
like,
really creepy.
yeah. That's
Like-
the thing, is that like they have a different way of scaring than traditional American horror movies.
I wonder if like American stories to them are considered like horrifying kind of thing. Then.
Yeah, like I don't know if that'd be horrifying as more as just like gore scare.
But like they like in The Grudge, it's like, oh no, this creepy thing takes me somewhere and it's fucked up.
Mm.
Whereas an American thing, it's like you get slaughtered.
Yeah.
So
A
I wonder
man
if
that
to
you
the-
don't know who could be your next door neighbor will kill you. You're like, I don't want to go outside.
I was gonna say the one thing I found a bit, it was supposed to be like an M. Night Shyamalan thing, putting your fingers over your eyes, but it only happened in like 3 scenes, and it didn't feel like it made 100% sense with all of the stuff.
Doesn't have to.
That's what, because I was that part, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like they got the flashback. I'm like, wasn't it only those scenes? What about the other times when people saw it and stuff like that?
They didn't work it out. She was the only one who worked it out.
But she could still see the same
Like
thing.
I think the idea is that she got away from the curse, but didn't get away from the curse. But like,
she was cursed to fuck.
Work-
Like,
no one gets away
worked
from
it
the
out.
curse.
Huh?
No one gets away from the curse.
Yeah.
that's the
Wasn't
thing.
she the only person that got the full explanation, though, from the woman
I think
itself?
I
so.
think so. Yeah.
Whereas everyone else got the haunted stuff, so they could
Yeah.
just see it because it wanted to be seen. But putting the
She
hands
worked
over her
everything
eyes,
out.
she saw, I guess, behind the scenes, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
still died.
Yeah.
and still died.
Yeah.
Death is
You've
good.
seen too much. You must also die like everyone else who's seen nothing,
Yeah.
basically.
I don't know why they just didn't demolish that house.
He tried to burn it.
Real estate.
Yeah, no, but I was just wondering, like, how many deaths happen in a house before you're like, you know what, we should just get rid of this
Nah,
thing.
you lower the price, man.
Just lower the
What?
price.
It's cheaper to keep it there and just keep
Lower the
renting
Wait,
it
price.
out.
is that what? Didn't people say something about the price in it?
Price is right. No.
I could have swore there was something to do with
No,
when
because
moving in the price or something. If he has
The old lady was living there, Was she like related to the initial girl that was killed there?
I thought the young couple, when they came in, they said something about the price.
Yeah, they said that it was really good or something. They were like,
That's probably because it was
Before?
already. No, it was already.
it was already a
haunted.
murder house.
Yeah, it was already fucked.
Oh wait, from the
just-
initial murder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just don't know all the details behind what killed those initial people.
The Grudge.
Grudges kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think? This is gonna be an interesting question. What do you think about the acting?
What acting?
What acting? It
You
was
can't
real.
have something
It
about
actually, it was a documentary, for one. What acting, Kane? Nah, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard because you don't know Japanese mannerisms.
Yeah.
You don't know how, like, because often I'll watch a show and I feel like they're overreacting, and then I find out that that's a perfectly normal way to react to something that's just happened.
Yeah.
You know, like live action Japanese, like, and it might be a scene where it's just a family, and then something happens, and they will be like, "What are you doing?" But like they'll say it in Japanese, and they overreact, and they're like really vocal and higher pitched and stuff like that. But from what I understand, that is an actual way that they might react to
Yeah.
something. I can't even do it, so I can't do it justice.
Come on,
If
do
I could
it.
think of a
Do it.
scene,
Do it
then-
in Japanese.
You're an idiot. And yeah, so if you don't have any real basis to understand, you can't tell if the acting is good.
Yeah.
I would say that because Japanese cinema is reasonably low budget, that they're probably not great actors, but it's not impossible.
I feel like it didn't stand out as bad acting to me. Like, the whole movie felt like a low class kind of thing. But overall, I'm like, the acting kind of went with it, I think. Like, I could believe that they were stressed out. I could believe they were scared. I could believe they were just, like, moving into a new house. Like, it all felt believable to me, just a different culture, I guess.
Yeah. What about the guy at the start when he's like, you can take over this job? And she's like, but I'm just a volunteer. And he's like,
Yeah.
it's all right. You can do that. You're good.
I'd fucking kill
He
that
was
guy.
so annoying.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, go on, do it. She's like, I don't want to. And he's like, good girl, bye.
Yeah.
Just leaves her to do it. And it's like, cool, if I don't do this job, a little old lady just dies alone.
I know, like, what is your options? She's catatonic. Like,
She wasn't really catatonic. She was moving.
She kind of sat up and somehow got to places.
isn't that catatonic?
Catatonic means you don't do
I
anything
thought
at
that
all.
was-
But don't people that are catatonic, like, occasionally do something? Like, otherwise they're just dead.
No, that's a
bury them.
That's a vegetable.
Bury them
That's a vegetable.
We should bury old people
before they're old.
before their time. Alright, what about the special effects?
There's
What,
special effects. in it?
special effects.
I fucking hate the makeup. It's so dumb
The
and
white?
cheesy to me. I hate the white. I hate the poorly done eyeliner. It's so, like, patchy and not even.
But I think that's like traditional ghosty looking things in their culture.
I think it was just maybe they didn't want to put the money to that. Like,
No, I think that's how they imagine it would look.
well, I guess I've seen a bunch of just, like, scary photos and stories and art from people that are into all the ghost kind of stuff over there, and it always looks, I guess, just cleaner. Whereas I feel like for a huge movie that eventually went all over the world, I look at it and I'm like, my God, that eyeliner is so uneven. Can I just smudge that area out? Like,
That's the problem.
ugh. And like,
I suppose I didn't notice
when they
anything to do
think
with
that
the
the little
makeup.
boy's alive and they're like, oh, hi, who are you, honey?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, he is whiter than the paper on the fucking desk. And you're just like, oh, who's this kid in my room? Like, far out. I don't like it. And I don't know that there was
Japanese
special
are
effects.
generally polite though, so if you look like you're wearing shit makeup, they probably wouldn't say anything. They would probably just act like
The
it was
makeup
normal.
artist does a terrible job and they're like, oh my God, I love it. It's so good.
No, they wouldn't say that.
Did you just say Japanese are over polite?
I said very polite, or said something polite.
Over polite.
I've never met a polite Japanese person.
In Japan, every Japanese person I met was
So when they come
Super
over,
polite.
so when they come over here, they just become complete assholes.
They're
Maybe.
Probably the ones born here.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Then they're Australian.
Every Japanese person I've met so far has been a
Having
complete
said
arse.
that,
Hmm.
Chinese. Apparently, the Chinese are extremely rude.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be Chinese.
Like,
I've heard that.
Every story I heard from them was like either no boundaries, or just extremely rude.
I know. But every Asian I've met, I should say, that can't speak English and it sounds like they're speaking Japanese instead of Chinese, have just been rude as all hell. Very
No,
pushy,
I've always
very...
heard the polite thing too.
Mm.
Like,
No, like we were there, everyone was like hyper polite, like
It might be different over
polite
there.
to the
Yeah.
point of like
going
wow.
out of their way
Yeah,
to
like,
be.
we
good
had
to you.
people come up to us, like this old lady came up and she's like, American. We're like, no, Australian. She's like, oh, and goes into a bag and pulls out a bag of rock candy and gave it to us
Aw,
because we weren't American.
that's nice.
because we said we're Australian, and she was like, oh, Australian, that's
She's
good.
got a
Come-
sword in
you
one
come-
I
bag
know. I
and
love
candy in the
that. She's got a
other.
bag of candy and
American
swords.
brings out the sword.
You're Australian, no American. Ah, sword. But yeah, like people would see that we were, because we initially struggled with the subway system. Like the very first time I walked in, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I didn't plan for this because I'm bad at planning. And
Are you? What?
but I picked it up pretty quickly. But someone came over and spoke like a little English, and they were happy to help us. He spent like 10 minutes with us
When did you go to Japan?
for our honeymoon.
Oh, cool.
You got to see the Grudge live.
I brought it back for you guys.
I appreciate that. It's very lonely while Kane games.
You're like kids just under there. You're like, oh hey, how you doing?
I'm
Talking
like,
to them.
No.
All right, so you hate the makeup. I'm guessing me and Aaron probably find it fine.
Yeah.
Other than the only thing I hate is the where the glow in black comes down over the lady.
Oh yeah, that looks dumb as hell.
Oh, the shade.
Yeah, and then they do the zoom up on someone's eyes
And the
that have
eyes,
been painted
yeah,
black.
it's so funny.
It's like, okay, I get it. You don't have budget.
To me, it just came across as a bad B-rate movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
It's definitely B. Like,
That's
But-
the thing is,
No,
I don't know if it was
like you know,
intended
most
to be B.
arty movies are low budget anyway.
It's
Yeah.
G-rated.
What's the problem with that?
Grudge.
It's M.
Everyone high-five me. It was so good.
You just like, bam, bam, bam. Yeah,
Fucking
good on you,
weirdos.
Melissa.
Yeah, out of the Japanese movies I have seen, it wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the worst.
worst.
Wasn't it
No,
Wasn't
no,
it?
have you? You should see the live-action version of Attack on Titans.
Oh, don't.
I haven't seen it
though?
yet.
Should
and
I
I
though?
kind of don't want
If
to.
I haven't seen the anime version of something, should I watch the live action
No,
of it?
no.
Like,
No, actually, no. If you haven't seen the anime, then
Well,
watch the live action
yeah.
first.
all right.
Oh, I
will.
suppose then you're in for a treat.
Yeah,
Mm.
because that's how I get into animes. I see the live action or something, and then it's like, hey, this is not too bad.
Bleach?
Huh.
That's how I started watching
Ah.
Bleach,
Was
the
it
anime.
Full Metal Alchemist?
Full
or
Metal
something?
Alchemist.
Yeah, you always
You're in
watch.
for a
Yeah,
treat.
you always watch the live action first if you haven't seen the anime. It makes the anime so much better.
Really does.
I think it depends on the kind of person you are.
The only one I find is I like the
Bleach. Oh my
Initial D.
God.
I like the Initial D anime.
Actually,
live action.
Hey, we already watched that, and that's in our
Yeah.
review.
This
that
is
was
gonna be
so
below that.
much. It was a terrible, terrible movie,
No,
but
it
it's
wasn't that
so
bad.
much better, like anime adaptation than some other animes adaptations we've watched.
So many of the
It's
same
probably
pretty
one
much.
of the best anime adaptations we've watched.
No, in movie wise, yeah. 'Cause I was gonna say there's a couple of
Adaptation.
that thing remakes of series ones of the series when they made a live action series,
Japanese
which has been
live
pretty
action.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's heaps of them. They did JoJo, didn't they?
No, what I'm saying is like you're not talking about American, Japanese animation like adaptations.
Adaptations.
We're talking about Japanese
Japanese.
live
Yeah,
action anime
good. Yeah, there's
adaptations.
not your name. What's it called? I gotta remember all of a sudden. But there's one where he's a kid. He can see the time. He can see in the past and stuff like that, and he can jump back into his own body.
Oh,
There's a
that's
live
cool.
action of that, which is actually pretty good.
Is it dubbed?
Yes, that's the only reason why I've watched it.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
was
say.
gonna say
Martin
that's the only
wouldn't watch
reason
it
he's giving it praise.
otherwise.
No, I watched the the subbed version first because I liked the anime, so I found the live action. But this current movie better be above a 5, below. I mean a 5 point. What the fuck am I here?
Is that initial days?
Yeah, 5.125. Better be below that.
No, it's got to be above that.
No fucking way.
Hey, you're looking at the score. He's gaming the system.
Yeah, I know. This is dodgy. Time
Alright,
to delete.
What
the
everyone
last
else?
clause.
What everyone think of the soundtrack?
I don't remember.
I don't really remember anything.
Didn't stick to
Was
my
it
head,
good?
so
Fine. The sounds.
I don't know. Oh, the cat was annoying. The grudge noise is dumb. It's just
Grudge
not
noise is
scary.
creepy.
It's creepy.
It just sounds like your mum for the last few days.
Yeah, it's creepy.
She's got laryngitis. I don't know. Again, I think I just didn't watch it at the right time in my life because the grudge noise has never been scary to me. Even because I watched it when it first came out.
Yeah, what was that movie just recently that you said did scare you?
Insidious.
No.
No, what the fuck was it? Yeah, it was scary to me growing up. It was the least scary movie I ever saw.
Oh,
Yes.
Blair Witch.
Oh, Blair Witch.
Maybe Blair Witch, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe the Blair Witch. Because a lot of people
was
saw that. and
Insidious
thought it
about
was
again?
shit. That was the one
You
where
said the Poltergeist
the
remake.
kid's in a tumor, in a
Oh, yeah,
coma.
that was so stupid. That wasn't scary at all.
What, Insidious?
Yeah.
no, that wasn't scary.
No, it's like got
It's
a couple.
humorous.
It's got a couple of jump scares in it, but it's like an atmospheric movie. Wait,
How did that scare you? But The Grudge wouldn't have scared you.
anyway, I'm an adult.
Yeah, you're adult, that's right.
I've decided that the next movie should be Sinister because it won horror movie of all time. That's what I've decided. Anyway, should we score this little bitch?
Yes. Everyone got nothing else to say.
I'm not picking a favorite scene. My least favorite is just the movie. I
Yeah.
just
All right, what's everyone's critical?
10 out of 10. not bad.
Critically,
Hmm.
yeah, 10 out of 10, not bad.
I think critically it's getting like a 2 for me. It's not the worst
A
thing I've
2.
ever It's not the worst thing I've
A
ever
2.
seen.
I was thinking of 1.5 actually.
Okay, that's super, harsh.
But like I can't praise much. The story's all over the place. The makeup wasn't good. The scares weren't good for me.
That's fair enough. If it's not good for you, then
Actually,
That's your
if-
personal.
I just
to
don't
be
trust your
fair,
opinion.
It's confusing because it came out in 2002, which to me doesn't feel that long ago.
it doesn't feel that long ago, but it is.
I know.
not really.
Adults have come into being since then.
So
That's a long time.
Nah, I can't.
Aw.
I
Most
can't
of my
go
memory
higher.
is before I was an adult.
wow, I don't remember.
It felt like a long part of my life.
I don't
Apparently,
remember.
it wasn't.
past last week.
Apparently it wasn't.
Like, I've almost lived twice as long.
What?
As being an adult.
Okay.
But you're not that far into being an adult technically.
You're just a
18.
Little, you're a little baby.
Another 18 years.
Oh, is it?
Pretty
Yeah.
close.
We're classified as adult at 18.
Come on, adults are 25. Before that,
21.
I feel like it's 31.
you're a kid that can. drink.
31!
Not
Yeah,
21.
millennials are still children at 31.
You just want it to be 31, so you're dating a child. Oh, sorry, married to a child. I'm a child bride.
I just meant everyone's as stupid as fuck before 30.
How dare you? You think it's going to get better in a couple of years? It's not.
It will. You see. You'll see.
To get better for you.
Wow. Okay, so
Ooh.
criticals before this starts into a domestic.
Critically, I'm going to have to give it a 4.5.
If really?
No,
What?
not really.
Oh
gonna
my
fucking
god.
say.
I'm leaning to more like 2.5.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's got to be something around
I
there.
was so stressed.
No, I was thinking like a 2.25 or something.
You fucking were not. You were thinking 2.
Yeah, it's probably more like a 2.
A 2? That's your final answer, Eddie?
2.25.
Don't
2.
stop.
Giving it a 2 for you. Too late.
2.2.
Kane?
2.5.
Give it a fucking 1 every time Aaron tries to get a 2.5 in there.
Are you sticking to your 2 you said?
Yeah, I tried to go up and my brain went, no, we hate it.
Why?
I just don't think it was that well done. I think it was too all over the place.
What would you rate The Witcher?
The Witcher.
No, Blair Witch.
you mean The Witcher or Blair Witch?
No, The Witcher.
Oh,
As
okay.
a show?
Yeah.
I
I just want to see how
it
far.
loses points
It
for
looks beautiful though.
the time jumps, but other than that, I couldn't really fault much.
So then it loses points for the time jumps.
Yeah. It loses points for the makeup. It loses points for not being scary. It loses
Scary is
points
a
for
personal
being
and
hard to
subjective.
read. Yeah.
So you don't really take them from critical, you take them from personal.
But it's still, like, critically, I view it as a horror movie that I didn't find scary at all. Like, I know that it's personal as well, but just in terms of the soundtrack and everything, I don't think it worked well with it.
It wasn't memorable.
Yeah.
But that's like the complete opposite.
And we couldn't
It's
even,
so
we
memorable.
literally didn't
Not
even
really.
finish watching it. Like, subtitles or not, it was just
How are
like,
you
fuck.
arguing? She was arguing 2 and you said 2.5. You're almost on the same page.
Okay, what's your personal?
I already told you mine.
Did
Your
you?
personal?
Oh no. Are we up to
Yeah,
personal?
Fuck! Old
Who are
man,
you and what are you doing here?
take your fucking tablets.
Who am I and what am I doing here?
What's your personal? And you're like, what? We're up to personal.
I feel like I was just stunned that you moved past
Their
and
argument.
disregarded their conversation. And I don't even know if they'd even finished talking about their fucking criticals yet.
Nah, they've done their criticals.
Like, just me saying, why are you arguing about your criticals was enough for you to go, they're done.
Yeah.
Their decisions are done because Aaron said that thing.
No one wants to listen to their domestic.
Yes, they do.
Oh, they do. The reason people are here.
Personal, I have to give it a 5.5.
You can't.
Nah,
It took me a sec to work that out for them.
Like 5.25.
You just
Yeah.
write it in, like, yep, cool.
no, I don't know. Fucking, it's
Aaron gives it a 5.
probably
5 out of 5, pretty bad.
it's average,
So 2.5.
but the scares and like I like the way they did things
Stop
is what brought it up. So I say a
No,
3.
that's
Salt thing.
3.
It's only slightly better than average for me. I'd
Yeah.
say 2.75, but you won't let me.
I'd so go with that, but I'm going to go with 3.
Yeah, like, you guys have nostalgia attached to it. It was one of the early scary movies for you guys. Like, you have good memories attached
Well,
to
I
it.
got lots of earlier scary movies, but this was my first big taste of alternative.
Yeah, like, not
International
over-the-top
style,
dramatic
yeah.
American horror with overpowering music and shit.
And it was creepy.
Yeah.
Like, that was the first time that kind of shit had been done where it was like under the bed sheets and you're
Yeah.
under the bed sheets is off the table. It's where you hide from bad shit, not where bad shit gets you. It's bullshit.
Actually, yeah, I do think that was creative. And, like, you know, the shower stuff and under the table and in
Like,
the bed. Like,
Feeling the
and
hand in your
elevator.
hair.
Yeah. Like,
That's fucked.
it doesn't necessarily creep me out, but I can appreciate that it's very unique and it basically takes away the safety. Like,
Yeah.
you go into a haunted house, you think that you'll go home and be safe, you can go to bed and be safe,
Yeah.
and you can't. You
Yeah.
can't be safe anywhere now. It's like the minute you go in there, you're fucked, and it's just a
You're
matter of how
cursed.
long.
Yeah.
So, no, it's not terrible in that regard.
Not terrible. It's quite unique for the
I
time.
think it's getting a 2. I'd give it a 2.5, but I didn't have a good time.
I think for innovation, your critical should go up.
You're pushing for 0.5 total. That ultimately is only going to add 0.125 to the score.
Nah,
Don't care.
I'm giving it a 2.5.
I think I will. I'm going to change my critical up 0.5.
So 2.5.
Yeah,
'Cause,
because
like-
even though I didn't personally enjoy it, I do think it was a unique take on it and took away the safety of, like, going home to escape stuff.
Like, other than not liking the makeup and the time stuff being a bit out of whack for us to understand, we can't really judge the acting, so that's automatically got to be.
I didn't mind the acting.
The sound, the fact of sound design that goes with it, other than the cat, the other noise is known for like many people now. It is stuck in people's minds. You can't say that about almost any American horror movie. What,
Well,
the fucking
you
psycho
can.
scene? What, like, what? Think of a sound effect.
From Friday the 13th.
Oh my god.
What is that? That's
Sound-
Halloween, little
Oh.
dipshit.
Oh, yeah, that was Halloween.
Ah,
It's
ah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
All right. So you
Yeah.
named one.
yeah.
I was just
said,
wondering.
you said name one. I win.
Just wondering.
Fuck you.
Also, that's not the sound the creature makes. That's his soundtrack.
That's him breathing. He's really out of breath because he drowned.
He's
Yeah.
really out of breath.
He's like,
And it's like bubbling.
Oh my god! If we watch it and I just
but he's
see
trying to
that,
hold his breath so people don't hear him. So he's
Yeah.
That's why the mask is on. Everyone can actually hear that noise. It's just coming from him.
what was the one you were doing? The Halloween one?
What? The fucking just the soundtrack
Dun,
of it.
dun,
That
dun,
just
dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
yeah.
dun,
just
dun,
that
dun, dun,
one
dun,
song
dun,
through the
dun,
whole
dun.
fucking
Oh, the one
movie.
that amplifies drama to the extreme.
So good. Halloween is the best movie.
No, it's actually iconic thriller music, isn't it?
Well, the Halloween one I think is its own, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
no, but like the style
the style,
is
yeah.
thriller music.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
not drama. So, has anyone else got a score to do?
No,
I know.
that's it.
Oh.
I'll just blow over it.
Did you explain your scores and why you chose them?
No, he just
I
put it in.
Did I said the criticals was a 1.5 because it wasn't to me memorable. Nah, critical. Yeah, it was a B-rate movie. 1.5 kind of out of the Japanese ones. Like
What
I
did
said
you
earlier,
give fucking
personally?
critical for?
So initial D.
Yeah, initial D.
Probably a 4.
I don't know. I don't have that information.
Yeah, but you could look at your total and work it
The
out.
total probably gave it low because my total for initial D is 6.5.
Oh,
That's not low. You're giving this thing 1.5.
Where's that?
Yeah, that's because
No.
his personal was 7 and his critical was 1.
So no, my overall 6 for initial D. So probably would have been quite low for critical because
2.5
guessing
and
a 2 and a
3.5.
4.
yeah, because my personal would have been huge for that
Mm.
because I love that movie. So for initial D, Aaron's total was 4. Kane's was 5. Melissa's was 5.5 and mine was 6.
That
Gave
sounds
it
about
more
right.
than
'Cause
Kane?
I was about 4.5 for this, and I gave initial D 4. And I feel that it was worth the extra half a point.
So for this one, you gave this a total of 5. Kane gave it a 5.5.
Total of 5? Didn't I give one 2 and then 2.5? Or was it just 2.5, 2.5?
It was 2.5, 2.5, I think.
What?
I think you're lying.
What
Oh, no,
With
wait, your
this,
critical was 2.
the critical, you gave this a critically of 2. I've still got this
Oh,
thing,
okay.
and then a 3 for personal. So it's
Did I? Are you sure?
That's what you fucking said. That's what I typed
Alright.
in.
Play it back.
I'll believe you. I'll trust you.
So yeah,
I don't trust him.
you gave it a 5. Kane gave it a 5.5 all up. Melissa gave it a 4.5, and I gave it a 4.
Alright,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's fair.
I trust you.
Bullshit, you do. Fucking cunt.
You just keep winking at us.
Wait, that's the side he would be on. I'm like winking to
You're
him.
like, I trust you.
To him.
It reminds me of when I winked at you when we were both going to be spies and you just lost your shit and everyone's like, oh, gee, I wonder.
That was too much.
So good.
So I'm just trying-
Yeah.
So what is it, Eddie?
Don't play while drinking.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
I wasn't drinking.
I was drinking.
Aaron's always drinking.
Yeah.
I don't drink much at all. Fuck up.
No, you just climb Mount Everest with your fucking lies.
Lies for footholds.
Alright, give it to us straight.
Yeah, I'm sending it to you.
No, you just say the words.
No.
Just say the
Kane's the host. Kane can give the scores.
I thought you said he was the hoe.
The host that can boast the most roast.
Mhm.
It should be.
It's not in
Oh.
there. You d-
I've lost connection.
Just say it. I will not.
I'm guessing it didn't tie with anything.
Huh? No, I lost connection to my phone.
So it did tie?
Like physically?
He drops it. I've lost connection.
There you go. Okay, for some reason. You get it then?
Mm-hmm.
Read it quickly because I have something to say.
What do you have to say?
I said read it quickly. I'll say.
Alright, so Ju-on the Grudge got a 4.75.
Where does it sit?
Below Martyrs. I'm so upset.
I'm happy with that.
Fuck off, you hated that movie so much.
Yeah, Martyrs was bad, and then fucking Martyrs wipes its ass with the
It's
Grudge.
literally the 4th movie on our list. That is
That's funny.
undeserved
Fourth movie. Fourth to
from the bottom.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't hold a grudge.
You
Thank you.
wanker.
Well, high five me. With like a fist to the face. Anyway,
I feel like just one up and then it'd be fine. I can see it being under everything else.
except Martyrs.
Yeah, I just don't understand Martyrs because everyone hated Martyrs.
I thought it was kind of interesting. It was just kind of bad also.
Everyone
It's
hated
on the national
Because
treasure.
everyone hated Martyrs, but you and Aaron both gave Martyrs the wrong one. Gonna say. Oh no, that sounds about right.
Look, I think to wrap it up, one, I don't know what movie we're going to watch, so does everyone want to watch Sinister? Or something else? Or we could go and see Wonder Woman or Monster Hunters.
Oh,
Does anyone
yeah.
fancy an excursion this week?
Maybe.
Martin, you want
To
to go on
where
an
and what?
excursion?
Maybe not.
Where and what?
A movie.
Help me, Beta.
Beat me.
Okay, I'll.
To a movie.
Why you
I'm
beat
not
me
going
at
to the
trivia?
cinemas. You still got to wear
Bitch.
masks in the cinemas.
No, you don't.
You don't.
I was reading Inventive still.
No. No, seeing either Wonder Woman or Monster Hunters.
Monster Hunter.
It's a movie of the
There's multiple
game.
of them.
Maybe we were going to watch it twice. That still doesn't really make it a... Maybe if I have double vision, I see multiple monsters. You ever think about my disability,
Yeah,
Aaron?
I'm gonna watch it in
So
stereo.
that's Monsters Hunter.
Yeah, but there'd be two of Miller as well. So it'd
Yeah,
be
no.
Monsters Hunters.
Monsters Hunters.
It's like Demon's Souls.
Demons Souls.
Technically, if you're saying double, wouldn't it be Monster Hunter?
Nah, I'm just putting an S on there, man.
So what's happening then?
Martin said fuck off with the excursion, so we have to pick a movie.
All right, I say
You can go to
we
the
watch.
cinemas. I'll watch the movie still.
How?
I will find a way.
Wow, we're not
Let's
letting you go
watch
to jail for podcast.
the
Martin.
number one most downloaded iTunes movie.
So Belle Delphine's porn. That's what we're watching.
Done.
We can't watch that again. It's so bad.
We can't watch that again.
It's
Would
so
that be
bad.
Tenet? Is it
Yeah,
Tenet?
let's fucking watch Tenet.
What's Tenet?
What's that?
Okay.
Oh
so
yeah, I want to watch that one.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the
It's like Inception.
It's got
kinda.
David
I don't know,
Tennant in
it's
it?
Christopher Nolan's
No.
latest movie.
Or maybe.
David Tennant?
That person.
All
The
right, because
Doctor.
it's for rent now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been for rent for
It's for real.
years.
Let's do it for movie night tomorrow night.
Done.
Done. Lock it in, Eddie.
No,
Martin,
I
you coming to
can't
movie
promise
night?
that. I don't know what Amy's doing, but it's probably locked in.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got no theme. We're just going with
No,
Tenet.
the theme is Martin's not coming to the cinema, so we're watching Tenet.
Or going either.
He's not coming in the cinema or going to it. You could wear a mask.
We'll look at the highest movies on each platform.
The highest movies, so Pineapple Express.
So you mean like the iTunes?
There's gotta be higher
Sorry,
movies.
Netflix.
What about How High?
Huh?
Yeah.
How high?
There's a second one of those.
I know.
I want to review Dude, Where's My Car? Because I haven't seen it in a long time.
That's just my theme.
What's your theme? Oh, yeah. That's fair. To wrap it up, sir, would you please tell everyone about the demon you saw?
I'm not wrapping up until we know what the fuck we're doing.
We're watching Tenet.
So that's just official. Tenet?
Yep.
So
All
what
right,
the fuck
Tenet.
is Tenet?
We're watching movies that start with T.
That is not.
What is-
Tremors. Tenet.
Yeah. Oh, that's two.
Thonster Thunters.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yep. And Telltale Fiends Torn.
What the fuck?
Done.